Hello KG2, welcome back to your social studies class. So last week we studied about Peru, which is in South America. Today we will move to another continent. Can you guess which continent we are going to? We are going to visit the country of England. Now England is in Europe. So England is a country in the continent of Europe. Let's learn more about England.
So, like I said, England is on a large island which is a part of the continent of Europe. Remember, we studied Mexico and Peru. Mexico is in North America, Peru is in South America, and now we are moving to the continent of Europe. So, England is a part of Europe. This is Edward. Edward lives in London. London is the capital of England, and it is the largest city in England. In fact, London is one of the largest cities in the world. After Edward meets us at the airport, we will take a ride in the tube to get to his house. The tube is a train that goes under the ground.
They're called underground trains, and they travel under the city through the metro or subway. Here are some people at the station. And here comes the train. Whoosh! The automatic doors open, and everyone gets onto the train. The doors close, and away goes the train. The train travels along. Sometimes it's outside, and then it goes underground and into the tunnel. Here is an underground station, way down beneath the street. See the people waiting for the train. It screeches to a stop, and more passengers get on and off. Beep! The doors close, and away it goes off to the next station. The train moves away quickly. Make sure you stand back.
So you saw what a tube is. It's just a train that you take to go from one place to another in London, and it's under the ground. Now, after we get out of the tube and we walk along the streets, we will notice that the people, cars, and houses look very much like the people, cars, and houses everywhere else in the world. Now, England is also home to the Queen, and the Queen lives in the Buckingham Palace. This is how it looks like. And these are the members of her family. They are called the royal family. So you will see the queen and her husband and her grandchildren and her son. So this is the royal family of England. Now in England, we can ride a taxi. The taxis are usually black, a big black taxi. It looks like this, or a red double-decker bus. We will choose to ride the bus. It is fun to climb up to the top deck. Soon we can see the huge clock tower. It has a clock on all four sides. The minute hand is 14 feet long. Wow, that is very long. And the loud bell inside is called the Big Ben. So that's the clock tower, and the loud bell inside the clock tower, it is called the Big Ben. After we see the clock, we will stop for some fish and chips. Yes, that is what the people of England like to eat. They eat fish and chips. Now, usually we would call them French fries and fish, but in England they called it chips. Now, in England, the policemen are called bobbies, and this is how they dress up. So now we will get onto a double-decker bus and it will take us right to the Tower Bridge. Its towers are beautiful. The bright gold on top of each tower shines like the sun. Near the Tower Bridge is the Tower of London, where the crown jewels of England are kept. When we get back to Edward's home, it is time for tea. And that's the name given to a light meal or snack that English enjoy in the late afternoon with hot tea. There are some huge and very beautiful churches in England, and these church buildings, they are called cathedrals. Years ago, England sent out missionaries to many other countries to tell the people about Jesus.
Now let's have a quick review about England. So England is a country in the continent of Europe, and the capital of England is London. It's one of the largest cities in Europe. The Queen is the ruler of England, and her name is Queen Elizabeth. The police in England are called bobbies. And this is the clock tower, and the bell inside the clock tower is called Big Ben. The Queen lives in the Buckingham Palace, and this is the Tower Bridge. The people of England are called English, or they are also called British people, and they like to eat fish and chips, and in the afternoon they like to have tea with snacks. So this is called the afternoon tea. And finally, this is what the flag of England looks like. It is called the Union Jack. Yes, this flag has a name. It is called the Union Jack. So that is the flag of England. So that was our lesson for today. Goodbye everyone. See you next week.